It's just past 9 a.m., and this team of composters is already busy getting their hands dirty. They're shoveling wet brown mulch into a bin on the edge of a small urban farm in City Heights. Their compost batch alternates between layers of mulch and kitchen scraps like squeezed lemons and coffee grounds. The composting process naturally raises the mixture to upwards of 140 degrees. Steam rises from the piles as intern Lisa Ponce moves a compost batch into a new holding bin.
This particular batch, we're kind of actually troubleshooting. This batch didn't spike to the temperature that we wanted it to. That is a normal temperature.
Oh, look at all that.
Ponce uncovers a network of tiny fungal threads called mycelium. They accelerate the breakdown process.
Fungal colonies are very delicate. They only develop at certain temperatures. And the sign that this is there in the compost is a very healthy sign.
Sarah Boltwala Messina is the executive director of the nonprofit that started this composting program called Food to Soil. The program trains interns in good composting methods using vegetative scraps from a handful of downtown restaurants.
The interns right now consists of firefighters, journalists, former beauticians, engineers, people who are working in the biochemical industry, because they are gardeners and they want to connect with the soil at a deeper level.
Up until recently, Food to Soil was operating in a legal gray area. Technically, they were transporting waste without a permit and avoiding city fees for waste collection. At the same time, they were helping the city's zero waste goals by keeping more organic material out of the landfill. 3 weeks ago, the city council voted to legalize Food to Soil and other community composting projects by opening them up to a special permitting process.
That's a huge door that's opened up for community scale composting, because now we can do it legitimately, and we can really bring up these hubs that Food to Soil wants.
One of the businesses that supplies Food to Soil with food scraps is Achilles Coffee. Owner Chad Bell moved here a few years ago from San Francisco, where he says composting was a lot easier and more mainstream. It's tougher here.
We were throwing out so many coffee grounds that my baristas were having trouble just getting it out to the trash. So I started calling around looking for a composter, and it was actually a little more difficult than I thought.
Bell pays Food to Soil a fee to pick up his spent coffee grounds and kitchen scraps. It's an additional cost he's taken on voluntarily, but he says throwing more waste into the landfill carries a hidden cost to the environment.
Hopefully, maybe we just create a little bit more awareness, more restaurants step in and say, hey, yeah, we have a lot of waste going out. Let's see if we can get it back in the soil.
Just spray it one more time.
Back at the composting site, Boltwala Messina checks over her intern's latest batch. She says there's a demand for community-scale composting that the city's big waste haulers can never fulfill, and the city's regulations should support that.
50% of our population is going to be moving into urban areas. We are investing in smart growth. We are investing in infill development. Smart growth is not smart enough if it doesn't look at its waste stream in a very smart way.
And she says that means working to recover value from the waste we throw out. Andrew Bowen, KPBS News.